Sure. Yeah, I know. After it's the one time it's kind of. Observations. What's the rest of it? What's the yes? I don't know if you get your ID number. Yes. Just like you. A nice picture. Yeah, and then apparently most of us was did read one of the questions. Is this one? It was so called about how you as a teacher. That one. Apparently everyone missed that. Oh, everyone did. Yeah, so That's we great. Went over. So we went over the little next one due. Yeah, and that one is kind of like similar to this one. Yeah. Well, let's see for you for the lesson topic. Was your teacher like this when you were learning? I think I have done something similar to this. When you were a kid? No, not really. It was when I was in Truman during the Education 101. I had done something similar. I watched a video and I like wrote about what I saw, Oh, but not that like how I have This is it. Pretty detailed. This has to be more detailed. Have like every, but the other one just like kind of like what I saw in the video and then try to somehow make a connection to the textbook. And this one is too, but have more extra stuff. Cool. You have some of it already started? Yeah. Yeah. All this stuff done. This is just what we need to do. Do you have, can you share the one that you started doing your homework? I think I did too. It might be your second email. Okay.
Is this it? Good. Okay.
I have written some of it.
Okay, this is what the teacher put. Reading books with more words. Grade level, kindergarten. Do you think it's kindergarten or younger?
Because it another video does say it's kindergarten. So that's what I think it is. And then so-called there's no page limit for this.
Here's an idea. She also had visual aids because she gave them a chance to play with her graduation.
Yes.
If they would know about what graduation was to move on to them. Yeah, P.
Type.
I got CA.
I typed it on my.
Okay.
It's delayed.
I don't know. Beats me.
It should be there. I think it may be delayed.
Okay. Children's activity. The teacher let some students read the book to her as a group represented words they were taught in the class. Some students read to each other while she was working with the student. Students were seen reading by themselves. The teacher put the idea they were learning as a class, a piece of paper. Okay. This is just grammatical. You've got two prepositional phrases, one after another. As a class, I don't think you need to have it in there. The teacher put the idea they were learning on the paper board because we already know that they're in a class environment because it's making it kind of redundant.
Oh, okay.
The teacher pointed to the idea on the board and reminded the students to use the new idea they had learned as they were reading on their own. The teacher was talking in a calm and polite manner when students were making connections with the book shown on. If the students interrupted the class, the teacher would tell the students to return to their spot and reinforce the activity to everyone in the class. Okay. The teacher told. Would tell is a passive tense verb. Told is an active verb.
Mm.
You remember
Okay.
the difference between active verbs and past tense? Active is more definite.
Mm.
She told the students to return to their spot. What does that mean, to their spot?
And that we will before you close the little video, one of the
Turn to
students
their place on the floor.
so called toward the end of the video they were in a circle, and then one of the kids walked out of their circle trying to walk somewhere else.
Oh, okay. So if the students how about when the students interrupted the class, the teacher told the students to return to their place on the floor. You want to make interrupted an ED word. The class. The teacher told the students to return to their spot, place, to their seat on the floor, maybe. or the classroom floor and reinforced the activity to everyone in the class. Reinforce, what did she do? Did she say, we want everybody to stay in place?
It was so called, they were in the circle, they were still learning about an idea.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was still what they were learning throughout toward the end.
Uh-huh.
They're just going back over.
Okay, so she was reinforcing. She reinforced the learning activity. Activity to everyone in the class. Okay. Read it and see how that says.
Okay. When students interrupted the class, the teacher told the students to return to their seat on the floor and reinforce the learning activity to everyone in the class.
I think you need a noun here, pronoun. She reinforced. Or the teacher. You need a noun to make that sentence work correctly.
Mm.
Okay. Teacher looked at the students. She looked at the students' goals, took notes while students were reading their books to her. The teacher has also set new goals for the students when they were reading books at school and at home. Okay. She looked at the student. What does that mean? She kept good eye contact with each student.
I'm also called in that video. It showed her maybe with two students, but not all the little 20-some kids in the classroom.
Mhm.
But as you can hear her voice talking when it's showing other kids. It's mostly it was her sitting next to a kid. They're all reading the same book that she's like
Right.
doing the little thing. She's looking occasionally out at the kid and at the papers, the little
Okay.
binder with paper.
So maybe this phrase could be more tighter and say maybe she made eye contact with the kids and at the same time she read the book to the students and introduced the new concept that they were learning. Does that sound better?
What was it?
Here, she made eye contact with the students. And what was this about goals? Took notes while students were reading their books to her. And what did she do? She taught a new concept. Didn't she explain the book and then say, look at the words underneath here and what's going on with the picture and what's going on with the words so that the students could see the words?
That was so cool what she's trying to test with the little individual reading the same book. That's what she was doing. But when it's so-called the video, it don't really show her like it shows her with the little binder, and then she's flipping through her pages, but it never show what's on the page.
No,
she never write on. So with that part about the evaluation part, kind of is not really clear. So it was kind of based on what I.
It was okay. So she made eye contact with the students. She took notes and she took notes while students were reading their own books. Is it right, or am I putting an idea in your head there?
It is what happened, and yeah, that is what happened.
And this is answering the question about evaluation procedures. How did she do it? She made contact with the student. She took notes while students were reading their own books to her. And she set goals for the students when they were reading their books in school and at home.
That's what she had told the little student. Towards, I think that was like the end of their evaluation of the kid. She had set the kid some new goals.
Did she do anything else in between here when she made eye contact with the kids and took notes on their reading?
I kind of asked that, how do you know this word?
Okay,
And
so
then the predictions and stuff.
maybe you need another sentence in there. That's it. Does she help the students? Or her evaluation, she validated the understanding of the concepts with each student. Is that right?
Something like that.
Okay, so your words.
Mm.
She validated the understanding. Okay, what do we got? Her evaluated the students when they were making predictions. The teacher. Yeah. The students' understanding about the story. Wasn't that what you were just saying? That she asked them, like, what did you understand what you read? Did the picture equal the words in the story?
Yeah.
Read that back.
She asked the students what they thought the words in the book mean and how they know about that word already felt.
Did that sound right? This needs to be past tense, means and meant. What did that mean? What the words in the book meant. It's past tense. And how they knew about that word. And it's not with how they knew about the word, but what if they understood what that word meant.
No one understood.
Yeah.
Mm.
And if they understood, so come back over here. You want to take out the word how,
Oh.
and I would put the word whether,
Oh, here?
WHETHER.
Mm.
because it's a transitional word.
Okay.
They knew. If I don't think you need they knew, and I think whether they understood the word.
Mm.
Okay. I'm going to take out the word if and the word they. Whether they understood the word. You could say the meaning of the word.
The meaning.
Yeah, understood the meaning of the word. There. Now read that over again. See if that reads right.
Okay. She asked the students what they thought the words in the book meant, and whether they understood the meaning of the word.
Does it read clear now?
Yeah.
Reflections. Teacher also said when they are reading books in school and at home. What is your reflection supposed to be?
The reflection part is so called.
Is it supposed to be? Did you think this was a good method of teaching people to read?
It's so called that you will write a reflection on the observation on the lesson, and then make the connection to the textbook.
Okay. That's going to be a hard one, huh?
For the first two chapters.
What did you learn from the first two chapters?
I don't have the textbook.
Is it online and
I can't even find. I find it the PDF version, but I can't look. So I don't really have access to the textbook.
Do you have? Does the teacher have it on D2L?
I know some teachers will post like the first chapter on there, but like there's nothing. Because
She's not
this is her,
posting all this stuff.
because this is her first time teaching this class. It used to be a Asian professor. She's on some kind of stipend or something.
Stipend.
Yeah, that one. So it's a new teacher for this semester.
And she hasn't put the book on D2L as PDF?
No, but like before the textbook for this class, I see it in the little online bookstore, but somehow this time around it's not there.
Okay, so we may have a problem here differently.
Yeah, with the textbook. So I was trying to buy the textbook, but my refund from Fastball haven't come so I can't buy.
Can you get it? Every class has got textbooks for every class at the library here. You know this?
Kind of, yeah, but I'm not sure how to do the borrowing.
Oh, you just take your student ID and you ask the reference librarian, how do I get this book? Or the circulation desk, how do I get the textbook for this class? And they'll give it to you.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because you can't take a class and not have the reading material for the class. That's going to be a problem. And does the teacher know to check? Have you checked on D2L whether or not she put PDF? Most teachers put the content on D2L.
she don't have the textbook because, yeah, the
She doesn't have it
she don't have it on her D2L.
on D2L?
No.
Ask her to do that. Would you? That would help things for you.
Yeah, it's like if I were to purchase the book, it would take like a few weeks to come.
Well, you don't want to purchase a book if you don't have to.
Yeah.
You want to go downstairs and I'll show you how to get the book from the library?
Yeah.
Because you haven't read the first two chapters yet, have you?
Yeah, since I don't have the textbook, I don't.
Okay, well, you answered the questions really well.
I think I will need to add more to make it more detailed.
The questions?
Yeah, like a bit more.
Okay. I think you answered pretty good from a little bit I saw of the video.
Yeah.
It would be interesting to know what's in chapter 1 and 2, the reflections, because you're gonna wind up getting stuck if you don't get this book.
Yeah, because so far this is due next Wednesday.
Okay.
I think it's due next Wednesday at midnight.
Okay, so we've got a little bit of time. That's good.
Yeah, it's at the 18th, but the little thing to submit it is available to submit until Thursday
Okay.
at midnight.
The reflection has got to show that you've read the textbook. Though.
Yeah.
You can see if you can. Let's see if you can get the textbook. Let's see.
Because before I did see this little textbook was able to purchase on the bookstore, online bookstore, but somehow this time around it's not there.
How can it happen?
I even typed in the so-called the IS that one too.
Let's figure this out together. I have not gotten textbook from downstairs, but I know they have it. Every class has got to have the textbook available for student use. Oops, I put the right thing in. Come on, Joyce. How's it going with your other classes?
It's been okay.
Good.
Yeah, the other one that have something similar to this, and it's also like either it's for that one it's kindergarten, and then this one so-called for that video the professor provided was kindergarten. So it's yeah, it seems like it's kind of similar in some ways, but the other one has to be 6 pages, more detail.
Okay, so what would be a good use of our time? To work on this? To make it more detailed? I'm concerned that you don't have the textbook. But
yeah, I know
think
the textbook is also part of it, so
yeah, you have to do the reflection, and it's supposed to be about chapters 1 and 2, and then also the video, right?
yeah, make the connection.
Yeah, so you've got to get the textbook somewhere.
Yeah.
I would go downstairs and ask circulation decks for the textbook.
If they have it.
Yeah, they're going to, because they have to have textbooks for every class that we teach at Northeastern. And they have to be available for student groups. Because you won't be able to do very good on the reflection if you don't read the first 2 chapters.
Yeah.
And and if you're waiting for FAFSA money to buy the book, you're going to be further and further and further behind. Where a solution might be just use the textbook here in the library till you get going.
Yeah.
And see if this is a good textbook that you want to get. They also have, don't they have textbooks where you rent them? My nephew used to rent all the textbooks.
I think I never borrowed the textbook from here. I mostly bought it from the bookstore, online bookstore, or from Amazon, because or some is like on the computer kind, the online version, so it's on the computer.
My nephew graduated during the pandemic from Northeastern, and he would rent the textbooks, and then at the end of the semester, he'd have to return them. They'd give him a box, and he'd have to bring them to like UPS or FedEx. And it was always a big deal to get it there in time so that he wouldn't get charged for the textbook.
Yeah, I do.
I don't know who does that, but we could ask. Sure, like Christina would know about renting textbooks. Because you'll get it much faster and it'll be less expensive. But the library, I know they have to have the library book. And I'm surprised about the teacher not to put it on D2L. My teachers put the PDF on the D2L. They scan it.
Like the first chapter, but like for this one,
For the second, she hasn't done it. Huh?
not only her syllabus and then her little slides and stuff, but not the
But not
book.
this. Oh, that's a
Because she also teaches another class. So yeah, I'm not sure about her textbook for the other class, but
this one, it's not online.
I can't. I'm on the little bookstore. It don't even show it up when I type in the name. I search the name. It don't even pop up the book in the bookstore. But like before, I think it is the same book from the previous semester with the other professor. I don't know what happened to the book.
Oh. Yeah. You want to go downstairs?
Yeah, sure.
Come on, let's go get this. Grab your thing. Your ID card. And you know the class, yes?
Yeah.
You know the class. Let's go find it.
Okay. Oh, awesome. I love it.
Thank you. You got their stuff here. That was the other thing. They did turn down here.
I've been learning
Getting used to school.
I might have to.
Yeah. I'm learning how to do all this software and everything for being a tutor. There's a lot. Do you take the bus to school?
Yes, and occasionally I just drop off.
You guys have the textbooks for all the classes. A lot of them.
You can go one. There are fewer ones. The black one. Black two.
Okay. The teacher does not have the book on D2L. You know, so many teachers do PDFs.
Yeah. It's like I had, there's one that I did to provide. That's the fourth, right?
Yeah, that's the cool. This is not story from yeah,
These guys know how.
because on the bookstore to buy it, it wasn't showing it, but it's on the syllabus.
Oh. So
I know books up.
This is
I think that like through the University Scholar, like
the first
books
book.
that first one.
online bookstore, you can also rent them.
You're waiting for your financial.
Well, yeah. Luckily, I got mine right before school started. So
Well, you were just a lucky man.
well, yeah, I tried to get it done as early as possible.
You're looking for both of these? I'm sorry.
I know the first one's more important. This one is
Okay.
just like a backup. It just have 4.
Exciting.
Is your instructor Lindsay?
Yeah.
Weird when because I have to like for the course material, it doesn't even show.
Yeah, it's only on the syllabus.
That's really weird. She doesn't.
But like because
Andy
she's
said
she's
she's a good
teaching it
teacher.
for this course before the textbook with Yeehaw was in the bookstore.
Yeah. Yeah, there's fine way to do these.
I can't even find it when I type in the name of the
Even
into the bookstore.
I don't think it,
I think it was supposed to be available. It should be the same. She said it maybe have been the same book from previous with the other professor.
let me see. I'm gonna see because sometimes like there's certain websites that have the book for free as well. Because one course I had, I was able to find the book that I needed for the whole fall semester. So
That's great.
it's potential.
So the 2000. So we don't own the 2019, which is the expedition.
I think she said either one's
Do you have the
okay.
older one?
That's the 7th edition. Yeah, we have the older one. So upstairs in the stacks we do have the 2015, which is the 6th edition.
Oh my God, it ain't expensive. So like the book is like 100.
Well, we're not buying it this.
Yeah,
So if you want to check out and see if the 6th edition will work for you, that's upstairs. Oh, it should be on the 3rd floor.
Okay.
And if you want to see about getting a copy of the 2019, we can see if we can get a copy through iShare. We'll share for you.
Oh, let's go see if we can find this book first. Thank you. Thank you both so very much. Let's go see.
Or is it upstairs?
Next door, just so we're gonna be in this room. 1131. Okay. 539. What's the rest of it? It's gonna be one down. I think that you could do it. The second set of numbers on it. You're looking for the 0.25. What's the point? What's the name of the class? Here, let's 39.25.
Developmental appropriation.
It's up here. This is, I don't understand their coding. Three, 2, 5. And what's the name of it? What's
Is it? But this is 95.
no? This is LL 3925. And then we have K67. AJ.
Oh, maybe this book.
Do you see a K? Okay, we got K67 2015. This is it. We found it. There's something done today. one more thing to carry. Or bring it home and read. Where do you do your homework mostly?
And at my house in the, and then what you find on the internet, that's not possible.
I know, it's too tempting. I used to do mine at my kitchen table. Sitting up, it's all over.
Oh, oh, that's the cool. Like 20 days. Yeah, October.
They'll send you that email, they'll say, you want to renew this? That's not good.
Yeah.
But you don't have to, and
Basically.
you don't have to pay for it. You like
28
it.
days from now, October. For 28 days. Basically, December.
Oh, you got it. You got your card?
Yeah.
Okay, we're set. Thanks for your help. What's your name? Corey, thank you. Portsmouth. Good things happen. And the homework. But the kids, you have to pay attention to this. You feel okay?
This one and the one for the other class is kind of similar, but kind of stressful at the same time. It has to be like when you,
Do you have the work, the book and stuff for it?
that book is on computers like open source.
Oh, okay.
Is that kind of for that other class?
Oh, that's good.
That one is good. Only that. That's what I think that she tries to do that for all her classes. But some of them are the pictures. I can log on you and sign me out.
I think it mostly goes through.
Oh, really?
I'm glad you came. Thank you. For me, how to do this. Oh, and I just add them, right? I know, it seems that was supposed to be a part of this system and it was bought. They do receive it, professors do receive it, you choose that class. You know what I do something, no, good, I copy what I write and I just send it. Oh. Because they're supposed to go to the.
Even like they type their notes, but I never.
You should. That's supposed to be part of the system. I don't know why it's especially if I tell them, it does, because when you go in and you select the class that you're getting tutored for, it's connected to that faculty's email, and they'll give you notes. Oh, but not, but they need them, because I sometimes put, make sure you do this next time, or do something like that. So many times I just copy the notes and then I send them to the students. Oh. Because they're supposed to go automatically. They're supposed to go automatically. Here, so sometime I'll talk to. She's the woman who runs the CAW and see what's going on. She's supposed to be a nice. Oh, wonder. Oh, me, good for you. But I'm supposed to type. You can do that on your own. You don't have to do it. I don't do it. I go in. Is this her? This
Yes.
is, yeah. She should just log out. Okay. Take that off and she should just log out and I'll show you it. Okay. So let's backtrack. Yeah, just take that off. Because you're logging out, right? Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Well, you know what? Okay. Oh, that's okay. No, because I do mine in Bloomin'. Okay. And then you do Bloomin' first and then you do copy it. Okay, because it's a priority. Yeah. Okay, we got this. We got this. You don't have to worry about it. I always log the student out. You do? Yeah, I always log out. You don't have to worry about logging. Yeah, you don't have to worry about. Yeah, you don't have to log out. You don't have to log out. We'll log you. Okay, I mean, did I log Mandy out then? Yeah, we log in. Okay, we did it. Mandy, we did it. Thank you. Together, we got it.
The homework is almost, I think, no,
I've got to do that. The same situation in my class.
it's like the first 2 weeks, I think, like, that's not silence, and then the
And then it's gonna get, no, I have the same thing. We have to write a 15-page paper. It's just like, that means I have to research and figure this out when I'm gonna write it. So I can teach it a big paper. Kind of like the idea, Russ doesn't start making Russ. Are you going home now?
I have one more session, and then I go. Oh, good.
Don't read it in bed. I go to my experience. I don't read it that way. But I'm on the.
I have a question. What is the stipend? I heard the professor did a price. What's how the professor?
When you're teaching, you get like if you're a teacher assistant, a stipend is like a monetary, plus some money to offset your cost of doing something. Like if you're a graduate student, you frequently you get a stipend, which they'll pay like $1,000. They said that she was on a stipend.
The professor.
She's on stipend.
Yes, completely with that. I don't know what that really just said. But
She must be a graduate student.
The last 2 semesters, and then this semester also is lovely.
Another one. It's another. It's
She
she's
never teaches classes.
she's adjunct. Adjunct means that it's not you're here just for that one class.
Yeah, she has to take over the thing.
Stipend is a payment for like graduate students. You receive a small amount of money to offset the cost of your time for doing something.
Yeah, that's